Child, it seems like everybody and their mama has something to say about Beyoncé's son, Sir Carter. And not in a good way. The latest to jump in. Hazel-E, who just dropped her 2 cents on the matter. Not only did she bring up Sir, but she also backed up Kanye West, who recently went on a wild rant calling Beyoncé's twins the ruler. Yep, Hazel came in bold, and people are shook at what she had to say. Hazel even implied that Sir might have a disability, echoing rumors that have been swirling online for years. Let's be clear though, these rumors didn't start with Kanye. Whispers about Sir's health have been around for a minute. Even though there's never been any confirmation, we all know Beyoncé is one of the most private celebrities in the game. She barely shares anything about her personal life, especially when it comes to her kids. So when folks like Hazel and Kanye make comments like this, it hits differently. But the real question is, does Hazel know something we don't? And how is Beyoncé handling all these people coming for her children? Let's get into it. Beyoncé has always been super protective of her kids, but fans have noticed that she seems especially protective when it comes to Sir. We've seen Blue Ivy on stage at the Renaissance Tour, at the Grammys, and even taking on movie roles. Rumi has also been spotted several times, at the tour and even at the Super Bowl. So while Beyoncé keeps things private, she still occasionally shares glimpses of her children. Except Sir, it's been years since anyone has seen Sir in public, which is where the rumors about him possibly having a disability really started picking up steam. For all we know, Sir could be completely fine and just a regular little boy. But if there is something going on, it makes perfect sense that Beyoncé would go the extra mile to protect him. The internet can be absolutely brutal, and no parent wants to expose their child to that kind of vile behavior. Let's not forget, people came for Blue Ivy from day one. Grown adults were dragging a literal baby over her looks, her hair, everything. They called her hair unkempt, and threw the nastiest, most unnecessary shade at her before she even said her first words. And what's wild is that it never really stopped. Now she's 13, growing into herself, stepping into the spotlight more, and people still feel the need to pick her apart, from her hair and clothes to just existing. She's simply living her life, growing up in front of the world. But somehow that seems to bother people more than it should. From the minute Blue Ivy was born, people decided she was fair game, and they never let up. So, given everything Blue went through, is it really surprising that Beyoncé is extra protective of the twins, especially Sir? It makes total sense why she's been so intentional about keeping them out of the spotlight. She saw firsthand how cruel the world can be, and there's no way she's letting history repeat itself. People act like being the child of a celebrity makes you automatically open to public scrutiny, but that doesn't make it okay. And let's be real, Beyoncé has always been private about her life. So the fact that she's even more low-key when it comes to Sir than Rumi, that says a lot. You can tell she's going out of her way to protect his peace. A few months ago, fans really started picking up on just how intentional she's been about keeping Sir out of the public eye. Remember that iconic halftime performance where she completely brought the house down, so was nowhere in sight. Then there was her Good Morning America interview for The Lion King. Blue and Rumi were there with her, smiling for the cameras. But once again, no Sir. That's not a coincidence. Beyoncé is clearly making a conscious choice. After witnessing all the hate Blue received just for existing, who could blame her? She's doing what any loving, protective mother would do, shielding her child from a world that hasn't always been kind. And let's not forget, Beyoncé never shares anything without a purpose. Everything she does is calculated. So if we barely see Sir, that's by design. Even her mom, Miss Tina Knowles, once tried to clear things up, saying Sir just doesn't like loud crowds.
Rumi is amazing. She's an amazing artist, like painter and creator. And so, I mean, how could they be anything else growing up in that environment? That's all we talk about is creativity and fashion and the whole thing.
What is Sir interested in?
Sir is very quiet and is very, very smart and does all of the number stuff. So he's not into the fashion stuff.
The drama had mostly died down, until Kanye West randomly went off on Twitter, apparently upset that Beyoncé and Jay-Z refused to help him get custody of his kids from ex-wife Kim Kardashian. Kanye took things way too far. He tweeted, "Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyoncé's younger kids? They're retarded. No, like literally. And this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having children is a choice." People were stunned, and rightfully so. His words were not only cruel, but completely uncalled for. And instead of apologizing or showing any kind of remorse, Kanye made it clear he only deleted the tweets to avoid getting banned from the platform. He wrote, "If Twitter takes my account down, then so be it. But I need y'all to know Jay-Z or nobody have no power over me." Later he added, "I took the post about Jay-Z and Beyoncé's family down, and Jerry Lorenzo's family. Not because I'm a good person, but because there was a possibility of my Twitter being cancelled." That says it all. No accountability, no reflection, just trying to dodge consequences. Then he turned around and said, "I love Jay-Z and I do feel bad. I always felt like the black sheep, like I wanted family in this." It was a messy, chaotic moment that left many people questioning just how far Kanye would go when he feels slighted. Kanye kept going, diving even deeper into his feelings about Jay-Z and Beyoncé. He said, "I'd run on stages thinking I was doing the right thing. There was always this slight hope. But not coming to my first wedding, putting Kendrick on the Super Bowl instead of me, or never inviting us to anything. It all added up." He went on to say he felt hurt and abandoned, especially during his custody battle with Kim Kardashian. "I felt like both him and his wife could have helped me have more leverage with my kids. They could have used their cultural influence instead of just watching the Kardashians run me over. It hurt. So yeah, F both of them. When I needed them, it was F me." Then he doubled down on his earlier tweet about their kids, making it clear he had no regrets. "Someone from my music team called and begged me to take it down. Said Twitter might ban me. That's the only reason I deleted it. But I regret taking it down. My Twitter is a one-way conversation." He added, "Now people think Jay-Z made me delete it. Gotta double down. No celebrity ever spoke up for me when these white women were taking my kids away. Not one." Kanye claimed people turned on him over his Trump hat, saying, "F Jay-Z and his whole family, especially his kids." But while having beef with Jay-Z and Beyoncé is one thing, coming for their children unprovoked crossed a major line. Kanye was dragged online for days, and most people quickly distanced themselves from him. However, Hazel-E wasn't one of them. She recently appeared on Tasha K's podcast and not only voiced her support for Kanye, but also hinted that she believed the rumors about Sir Carter possibly having health or developmental issues, adding even more fuel to the already messy situation.
The comments that I've read is more so something along the line that there's some things the twins might have some kind of like issue, but the fans just want Beyonce to come out and tell the truth about what's going on with her children and be an advocate for whatever said issues might be, whatever it is. They just want her to come out and be a voice for it versus like trying to hide them, lock them in a room, act like they don't exist no more.
She also remarked that there are rumors floating around suggesting Sir might have passed away.
But based on like certain things that have come out, people are drawing conclusions about the twins. At a certain point, people thought the little boy was unalived, because they hadn't seen him in so long.
That's a truly awful thing to say about a child, especially when there's absolutely no evidence suggesting anything is wrong with Sir. For all we know, he's just a typical 6-year-old who's shy and doesn't like crowds. Fans didn't hold back and slammed Hazel-E for her comment. One person wrote, "Why is Hazel-E on Tasha K's show talking about Beyoncé's kids? And why does she think she's entitled to know if they're disabled or not?" Another added, "Why is Hazel-E's ugly behind even speaking on Beyoncé and her children? I wish Beyoncé used her power the way y'all claim she does, because that would be the last time Tasha K and Hazel-E mentioned her name in a conversation." T's a whole mess, and people are fed up with the disrespect. But what do y'all think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out the next video.